Landfill is basically trash dumping ground. But it's very sorry to say that we are dumping so many edible footpaths for which billions of people are struggling and sleeping with hunger.
Around 67 million tons of food is wasted in India every year, which has been valued at around 92,000 crores, enough to feed all of Bihar for a year. In 30 years, India tipped to double the amount of waste it generates. Imagine the amount of garbage we are living in. Just imagine what we are doing to our surroundings. 80% of 1.5 lakh metric ton daily garbage remains exposed, untreated in our landfills, which are becoming huge and huge with every passing year.
There are many negative issues associated with landfill, mostly toxin, leachate, greenhouse gases, etc.
Now let's see how two families of Yara India in two different parts of the country have been putting their household waste to a commendable use by making organic compost out of it and are feeding their families a nutritious produce by using this compost. With such a huge population of India, it's quite obvious that every household of our country is producing enormous amount of household waste, and my household is no exception. Every household in our country, I suppose, is producing e-waste also, this kitchen waste also, and believe me, this kitchen waste can be put to some great use for our own surroundings, for our own lawns, and it could really help us to keep our surroundings clean, live in a good environment. It would help us to produce something from our own kitchen garden, which, believe me, makes you very proud. And also, the thing that we produce by our own hands, it tastes amazing. And this household waste which we produce, it's a great cause of landfill. It's a great cause for our surroundings being covered by all kind of garbage, and it really makes the living very, very awful. So in order to have a good living, a good standard of living in clean environment, in a beautiful environment where nothing is polluted, we are eating clean, we are drinking clean, it is very necessary to play our own small parts by conserving this household waste and making something good out of it and producing something good out of it, and just eradicating the problem of landfill in our country, eradicating the problem of unnecessary garbage from our country and also from our world. To play a small part in this cleanliness, for making a world somewhat a better place to live in, what me and my family is doing, we collect this kind of household waste, kitchen waste, and it has everything. It has vegetables, eggshells, decomposable waste, and from this waste we make such kind of manure or compost, and by using this particular manure or compost, we are able to produce our own vegetables, our own from our own kitchen garden. And this year, by using this particular organic manure, we'll be able to eat some methi, some radish, some spinach, and some coriander, some carrot, which would be ready in a month or so, and we'll be relishing on some good gajar ka halwa, some coriander, some lemon, and all these trees, small trees, bamboo, and everything that you are seeing in my lawn, it has been possible, the greenness, the cleanliness has been possible because of this, our small part that we are playing in our own way by conserving our household waste and making something very useful out of it. And believe me, this has made it possible for all of us to live in a certain better environment and clean environment. And this makes me very proud to say that my mother has played a great part in this. She conserves all this and helps us in making the manure and all the produce that we get from our own kitchen garden. We eat it, our neighbors eat it, everybody is happy and everybody is able to live in a clean environment, and we are playing a small part in making this country, making our world a better place to live in. And now I'll like you to meet my mother, and she would like to give her views on.
मेरी बेटी घर की बची हुई सब्जियां और छिलकों से खूब अच्छी जैविक खाद बनाती है और उसको हम अपने लॉन में डालते हैं। उससे हमें खूब अच्छी सब्जियां मिलती हैं, नीट एंड क्लीन सब्जियां मिलती हैं जिनको खा के मन खुश हो जाता है और इतनी अधिक होती हैं कि मैं अपने पास पड़ोस में भी वो बांट कर देती हूँ। और सब इससे क्या होता है कि एक तो बाहर हमारे कूड़ा नहीं जाता, घर के बाहर सफाई रहती है, अपना लॉन में सब डाल देते हैं, किसी प्रकार की गंदगी नहीं फैलती।
More than 800 million people are hungry and undernourished. It's time for us to rethink for zero hunger. Over the world, 30% of the children are malnourished. We must work together to make sure everyone gets food they need. And this is the ground reality of food wastage and leftover food and waste from food. India is the largest home to the number of hungry people in the world. For making waste productive, we have taken an oath not to waste any food part. For that, any work should begin from home, and home means its heart, our kitchen. So focusing the kitchen, it's nothing better to make the kitchen waste fruitful. Here, the concept fruit to fruit begins. One piece of waste capsicum seed can make 12 healthy bell pepper. And I can use this food waste to make compost and help to grow my plants. Now from the waste, I can get this kind of compost, by which I can grow a very fresh coriander for this winter season and some healthy bell peppers. Chilies. Ajwain. Fresh harvested mustard microgreens. Obviously some flowers. So many healthy leafy vegetables. Thus, one day food waste can deliver my food for at least 5 days. Our vision is to reduce at least a millimeter height of a landfill which is made up of food waste. This will make thousands of happy, nourished faces and the hunger-free world.